I still can't believe I got an Eevee so early on. It's so cute! How's it howlin', everybody? Wolf Prince Leon here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we caught Pokemon plain and simple, including this little kitty right here. And we got rank 1 in the team. In this episode, don't expect a lot of story progression. We're gonna go over to see what Akari wants in the training grounds, but I want this episode to be more about, well, catching Pokemon and getting stronger. I just want to play here. I want to get stronger and I want to be ready for the next stage of the game. Alright, Eevee. So without further delay, let's get wild. So aside from maybe some story bits at the beginning here, if you want to skip this episode, be my guest. You've also probably noticed the new info cards. I don't know if we'll encounter any brand new Pokemon. I'm also debating whether or not to do title cards, or rather info cards, for the 3 Pokemon we caught before. Not Togepi, because that wasn't a Pokemon trainer battle. Anyway, I might plug those in here as well. But for now, let's go to Akari, see what she wants, and then go have some fun. Thanks for coming. I know you're busy. Not really. Listen, I've had an epiphany. And that is... You see, I've got a partner of my own. We may not get along perfectly, but we've got to work together to help complete the Pokédex. You have a Pokémon? Yes, here. This is my partner, Pikachu. Oh, great. Hello! Yeah, this is not a wild Pokemon, so I'm not putting an info card here. When we were attacked by those Shinx, I got too scared to think straight, and I couldn't handle battling as a team. Ever since then, my partner refused to listen to anything I tell him. And if I'm being honest, I'm not even sure how to order him, how to guide him in battle. Cute! But when I saw how you and your Pokemon work together, I realized we needed to do more too. So please, have a battle with me. I want to learn how to fight effectively. Oh. Challenge accepted, Akari. Cody! One tiny problem. This is... Yeah, Cody's under-leveled. Come back, Cody. He's my actual partner, Firestorm. Let's show him how we do things here. Ember, let's go! This could be a problem. Potion time. Well, she's definitely got the attacking part down. Oh, that's right! Oh, and here's Agile Style. This means it's a little weaker, but it's faster. On second thought, let's go with this. Ember! Well, she gave me a run for my money. You and your Pokemon seem to be completely in step with one another. Almost. We're still getting the fine points down. And everybody Ooh, looks like we have something to talk about, too. Phew, thank you for battling us. I could be wrong, but for a moment I felt like Pikachu and I finally understood one another. Let's keep working at it, okay, Pikachu? Oh, I guess I was wrong then. But I'll strive to work more as a team with my partner, the way you do. Thank you. Assuming Pikachu and I can bridge some gaps. You'll get there. Oh, by the way, the professor said Pokemon have things called types, which apparently makes a big difference in how battles go. She's right. There are things called type advantages. Let's look at Pikachu for an example. Electric types, particularly pure electric types, have only one weakness, ground type. If you use a ground type against a ground type attack against an electric type Pokemon, it's super effective. It's why I didn't want to use my Weasel against the Shink last episode. Electric types are super effective against water and flying. Don't get me started on water flying types like Pelipper. That's 4 times the advantage. Pikachu seems to be an electric type. Seems to be? Are you not familiar with the franchise mascot? Nope. Save the info card until you encounter a wild one, buddy. Yep. Every Pokemon has advantages and disadvantages to one another. As long as you can keep an eye on those and learn them, you'll have a much easier time in battle. So you're the one, that new recruit everyone's talking about. Yes, that's me. The name's Zissou, captain of the security corps. Hello. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give what advice I could. Okay. Master Zissou is a master of an ancient martial art, one that specializes in Pokemon battles. Ooh! Now listen, if your Pokemon's truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. Oh, here's what I was trying to explain last episode. Take it away, Zissou. On one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in a strong style. The move will deal more damage, but afterwards it will take longer for your Pokemon to act. Yeah, stronger but slower. On the other hand, you can choose to unleash a move in the agile style. Such a move will be less power behind it, but your Pokemon will act quicker afterwards. So yeah, as we saw last episode, Pokemon moves can be used in specific styles if mastered. When my Cyndaquil used Quick Attack in strong style, it was stronger, but technically it slowed my Cyndaquil down. If I had done Agile style, it would have been weaker, but my Cyndaquil would have been able to act faster in battle. In truly favorable situations, it might even get out 2 moves before the opponent can act. We saw that a few times last episode too, I think. Strong style moves, agile style moves, and of course regular moves. Choose whichever one is right for a given situation and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. Got it. Yep. And the style moves can take up a little more power points or PP than normal moves. Oh, and one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Oh, so she's a tutor. Zissou's teachings should serve you well when you're up against tough Pokemon. So she's the move tutor. Now, I suppose it's time I went to meet Mai. You remember I mentioned at the Wallflower that I could use your help with Mai's request? I'm to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come as well once you've readied your Pokemon team, and perhaps have them learn some new moves from Zisu if you'd like. Thank you. And there's our new mission. Unfortunately, it's going to be a while. It's not going to be this episode that I actually go for that. Like I mentioned earlier, I want to build my team, get them stronger, and hopefully get my rank up. So from now on, the rest of this episode is going to be more fluff, if anything else. Oh, hold on. Not quite yet. There is one thing we need to discuss. See this here? This means Wurmple can evolve. Like I mentioned last episode, when a Pokemon reaches a certain level, it can evolve. In this game, you have them evolve manually, but in most mainstream games, or all mainstream games, they automatically level up. Rather than like go into the ins and outs, let me demonstrate. Our first evolution of the game. Wurmple evolves into... Cascoon! Cutie info card. Okay, so with Cascoon, you're going more for defense. It's not going to learn any more real offensive moves until it evolves once more. But don't worry, it'll evolve again at level 10, and that's where things get a little more interesting. But for now, you've got more of a wall than an attacker. Oh, and it learned a new move too. So yeah, this means when I evolve Cascoon, I'm going to get a Dustox. But I will not go for the info card until we actually get to that point. But now that we've done that, let's do a move check for everybody. Oh, so you learn Rollout. Cool. So yeah, like I mentioned before, Pokemon typically only use 4 moves. In this game, you can switch them out like a loadout, or like a command line in the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep game. But I've also got to be careful. Ooh, someone's got a good move already. Aerial Ace is a powerful move. It may not have the best power, but it never misses. Pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. And you know Bite. You know Aqua Jet, which I need to use a few times in battle. Iron Defense. So it's defense boosting rather than just harden. So, if you've seen the Dream Team that I have in the frame, you know what Pokemon I need to get, and what I want to make this Eevee into. And in order to do that, I have to avoid Fairy-type attacks. And that just updated my Pokedex. So, we're going to head to the Obsidian Fieldlands, but we're not going to advance the story like I said. We're going to see about some leveling up and powers up. Oh, I guess we have a cutscene then. Boo. Hello, Valo. Did I surprise you? I bet I did. You did. I was trying to anyway. Pal, I'm just trying to do a grind episode. Cut me some slack here. There's a secret technique to catching Pokemon, you see? Are you talking... Yep, I was already doing it last episode. What he's basically trying to explain to us is that if you sneak up on a Pokemon and throw the Pokeball that hits him from behind, it'll increase your chances of catching it. I used it with the Eevee we got. Yeah, the backstrike technique. If you're part of the Survey Corps now, working to create a Pokedex as they all are, you might end up meeting every Pokemon here in Hisui. I'm counting on it. Alright already. So, there's where we need to meet Akari. Oh, and it looks like we have a request here. Oh, you're the boy that... Cake lure recipe? Mushroom cake... So he's going to give us a recipe. So basically we need to gather some kind of ingredient or something. A springy mushroom in order to get the recipe he wants to teach us. Oh, and here's another request. So I've decided to give the 3 Pokemon before a proper info card. Starting with Bidoof. The requisite early area Pokemon, the Rattata, the Sentret, the Zigzagoon. This one's not that bad. It's got a few decent stats, and when it evolves into Bibarel, it can typically handle a lot of HMs. Although that's not really much of a thing here in this game, so I'm not sure if it even has anything going for it this time. But it's not a bad Pokemon either. Not the best, but good enough. Next is Starly, the requisite early area bird Pokemon, the Pidgey, the Hoot Hoot, the Swellow, or rather Tailo. But unlike those, this one's actually pretty good and worth keeping even after the early game. This one has some pretty great offensive stats, especially with its speed. A highly good recommendation, and I might actually keep it for a while if anything doesn't pop up that's better. And finally, we have Shinx. While I wasn't wrong when I said that it's a very popular pick for players of games it's in, I was wrong about its stats. It has decent speed, yes, but its best stat is physical attack. So you're going to go for moves like Bite, Thunder Fang, and all those. Not the fastest thing, but it's still a very popular Pokemon for a reason, just not for the original reasons I originally thought. Anyway, these are all Generation 4 Pokemon, which fits given that this is based on Ancient Sinnoh, a Gen 4 region. Pretty good stats overall across the board, but if I had to put them in order, I would recommend Shinx, Starly, and Bidoof. Back to the action. So you just saw, certain Pokemon like certain foods. So if you use a little bait, you can set them up for a backstrike, making catching them a lot easier. Back to the action. Hello! Looks like we got a new Pokemon after all. Say hello to Ponyta. Another of the original 151 from Generation 1, Ponyta is a very speedy little physical attacker. That's its best two stats. Thanks to the physical special split of Generation 4, it can take advantage of that with moves like Flame Charge, Flame Wheel, and other physical type attacks. So if you want something fast and hits physically hard, this is going to be the Pokemon for you, especially since you, or rather, if you didn't pick Cyndaquil at the start and you needed a fire type. And Drifloon. Another Generation 4 Pokemon, Drifloon is a little bit of an oddball since its best stat is HP of all things. So it can take a few hits, and it's got good special attack and speed stats, so it can be a little bit of a sweeper-ish, but its HP stat is where it's at. So you might want to work with that if you're going to raise one. That's right! Certain Pokemon only appear during the nighttime. And when it's dark out, it gets spooky. Typical ghost types. Uh-oh. Well, this is a problem. Might as well give it a shot. Tally-ho! Okay, that's some new Pokemon. So much for this just being a grind episode. Still, it's not a main story episode. So technically, yes, it is a grind episode. Now for one of those little beauties. I just hope I don't run into the Rapidash Alpha. Just keep it nice and slow. If I can just... Oh! Wait a minute. Nice! Whew. That turned out well. And there's another Bidoof along with that Ponyta. Back to the action. I'll start talking again if something major happens again. This is interesting. This might actually be the big one that we needed for the side quest. Here goes. Not yet. I guess not. So yeah, I need to find a big-sized one, whatever that means. I say something and I actually catch one. Alright. We can complete that quest when we get back to the village. But back to the action. Oh no. That's a Rapidash. And that's not just any Rapidash. That's an Alpha Rapidash. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a huge roadblock. Alpha Pokemon are large, powerful, and almost impossible to catch unless your Pokemon are just as strong or your rank is high enough. You want to avoid these like the plague early on. They will wipe your team out fast. So, I don't even think I want to do an info card here, because I'm not going to be able to even catch this thing. Yeah, no info card here, especially since we already got the Ponyta earlier. But yeah, you want to avoid that thing real quick. At least until you're higher ranking and or your Pokemon are stronger. Booking it.
Do I love the old distraction technique with those berries and foods? Back to the action. Oh, look at the cute little sleeping Shinxie. Ain't he adorable? Okay. Looks like we got some action here. Ember, let's go! Ooh. Come here. Come on. Boom. But that's not why I'm talking now. As you may have noticed, Cascoon can evolve again. So what are we waiting for? Level up and evolve! We go from Cascoon to Dustox. And here's another info card. So in all honesty, I'd actually prefer Dustox over Beautifly. This one's got some pretty good defensive stats, along with a diverse move pool with moves like Psybeam. In addition, because it's half poison instead of half flying, its weaknesses aren't as problematic as Beautifly's. I would actually recommend this bug type if you want to keep a bug type a little further through the game, until you find something better. Not sure if I could put it on a final team, but it's actually still a lot more reliable than one would initially think. Oh, and he learns a new move too. That actually completes it for this Pokemon. I only really like to evolve them for the Pokedex, because I don't usually use Dustox very much in any game. So we're going to have to backtrack a little bit. Well, I might as well level up a Bidoof. Back to the action. Huh. Yeah, that's another area we can go to, but I don't want to go there quite yet. Because if I remember correctly, there's an alpha Pokemon that basically stands guard over there. So let's keep moving towards the path I was originally intending. Back to the action. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, our second alpha Pokemon, Alpha Luxio. The evolved form of Shinx, but I'm not going to do an info card here because, again, this is an alpha Pokemon, so it's a little too strong for us to even want to face. We need to avoid this thing big time. This might be the leader of the Shinx in this area, so we need to not mess with him or his little buddies, like the one I caught while it was still asleep. Whew. Okay, back to the action. I'm not quite sure what merit points do quite yet. I may need to relearn it later. Anyway. No way. A Beautifly! While I did say I would prefer Dustox over this one, that doesn't mean this one doesn't have merit at all. Its stats are more focused on attack, both physical and special, with an above average speed stat as well. It's kind of the Butterfree of this generation, in a sense, which is pretty interesting because both are based off the butterfly. But yeah, while very more situational, it's not useless. I don't believe in a useless Pokemon. It's just a matter of how you use it. But this one might take a little extra effort compared to most Pokemon. Let's go catch it! Looks like we gotta battle this thing after all. Level 21? Challenge accepted. Roll out. Let's go. Let's try now. Not good. It already paralyzed us. Here goes. We caught it! That's a new Pokemon for the team. Or rather, for the collection, because there is no way... No way. So, not only did we catch a brand new Pokemon for the collection, but my Starly can evolve now. Oh, I guess leveling up healed it. Alright, Arrow. Your turn. What do you got? Starly evolves into... Staravia! Cue the info card. Evolving from Starly, Staravia continues the trend of speed and physical attack, even better than before. And even then, it can still get stronger once it evolves. It'll take a little while compared to Starly, but when you get this thing just right, it'll be going so fast that your opponents won't be able to do much. And with the physical attack stat, you can use moves like Aerial Ace, Peck, Wing Attack, and others to lay the smackdown, to say the least. I love this evolution line! So that's 2 Pokemon I've evolved so far. And I'll probably need to update the, I'll have to update the frame as well. So now I've gotten Cascoon, Dustox, and now Staravia. Not good. Firestorm! Return! I am not giving up. We don't quit. Arrow! Time to show off your new power. Aerial Ace, let's go! The thing about Aerial Ace is, it never misses. Aerial Ace, let's go! Here goes nothing. Uh-oh. Aye! Pokeball, go! We caught it! And that was a bigger Beautifly than normal. Whoa, Dustox! Okay. Let's check everybody. Hello! Looks like it's time for Tanya to evolve. Go for it, buddy. And now Shinx evolves into... Luxio! Cue one more info card, people. So Luxio continues on with Shinx's stat buffs. More physical attack, more special attack, and more speed. But remember, it's still a physical attacker, so you gotta focus on that. The good news is, if it can learn moves like Thunder Fang, Fire Fang, and Ice Fang, it could do some real damage with those moves, especially once it evolves. Still a very reliable Pokemon from Generation 4, and a very popular pick. I love these Pokemon big time! So now 2 of my Pokemon have evolved. And looks like Arrow got a little too powered up. Well, oh, hey, Carrick. Anyway, not only can my partner evolve, but so can the Bidoof. Let's get rolling on this one, people. Bidoof evolves into... B-Barrel! Cue the info card. Now, B-Barrel, as I mentioned before, isn't anything to write home about, but it's not useless either. It's got a decent bit of HP, physical attack, and speed. Its water half gives it a few more options. And with Pokemon games before Sun and Moon, it was a good option for HMs. I'm not going to use the term people invented. But nowadays, I'm honestly not sure. If you want to use it, more power to you. Just expect to do a little extra work to make sure it can last through the whole game. And a new move. And finally, for now at least, my Cyndaquil evolves into... Lava! Definitely cue the info card here, people. Oh my gosh! I have not seen a more popular middle-level Pokemon in terms of the starters. Quilava is so amazing, so special. Its design is just perfect, even more so than its final evolution Typhlosion, and those stats, still on par with the Charmander line of the previous generation, lets it become a doozy of a Pokemon. You can really take advantage of fire-type attacks with the special attack and speed. So basically, like, even if you didn't evolve this thing, you'd be pretty satisfied. But I recommend evolving it anyway, because it just gets even better. Woohoo! I love this Pokemon! That's 2 flying types, sure, but hey, Drifloon could give us a few surprises. Alright then. So, that should be enough grinding for now. So let's go to Laventon. Thank you. Got more data. And we evolved it. Awesome. And we evolved it. And we evolved it. And we evolved it. And we... Yeah, we caught a few new Pokemon. Which reminds me, I still gotta do the info cards if I haven't done them already. And here's my little Quilava. So cute. Splendiferous result. I dare say you've earned yourself a promotion to the next rank. Yes! Yeah, I'm going to return to the village and report in so I can get that next rank. Because I want to be ready. Huh? Alright. I have a name, you know. It's Leon. Yes. Yes, I know. I have 11. Here you go. Happy to help. Yeah, I'm kinda done with the whole reading out every single bit of dialogue here. We'll be here all day if I keep doing that. Good luck. Ooh, I get revives! In Pokemon in general, revives lets you bring back a Pokemon that was knocked out because its HP hit 0, letting it fight again. Oh, that does remind me. Before I even... Aww. Enjoying your nap there, buddy? So cute. Before I even think about touching the pastures... And there's the new look. I actually kind of like this. I usually always try to wear blue, but now, I don't know. Now, before we go to the rank, there's one more thing I want to do. She said she can teach some Pokemon new moves. Ooh, here we go. I'll teach him these two moves. And for you... Ooh! I could use these to take advantage of his increased attack stat. But that's probably gonna have to do... That's gonna have to do it for now. Now, let's go talk to the captain. I'm gonna still go with that. We're gonna go talk to the captain and rank up. And there's some quests, too. Well, hold on. Let's talk to her first. Yes, I have. Rank 2. Second star. I can now use Feather Balls. And now Pokemon up to level 30 can obey me. Okay. Now then. Well, that's gonna do it for my grinding session. I got a good bit done. Firestorm evolved. Arrow evolved. Tanya evolved. We still have Hydro. Cody's still not evolved yet. And we have a new member with Drifloon. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep Drifloon, but at the very least, now my crew is a little stronger and a little more put together. So that's going to do it for now. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Okay guys, give it a rest. We're going to continue the game proper by going across the bridge in order to talk to Akari and Mai to see what they're going to try to have us do to continue this main story. And hopefully we can evolve and catch some new Pokemon while we're at it. So until then, thank you for watching. Have a good day. I'm Wolf Prince Leon, and... Oh, Quilava is just so awesome! See you next time, folks.